Hello, good afternoon, my dear students and friends. Welcome back to our online class for BSc third year Statistics, paper number 13, Linear Programming Problem. Yesterday, we have seen some basic definition terminology on linear programming problem, mathematical formulation of linear programming problem. What are the steps of the mathematical formulation? These what is my objective function, decision variable, constraint, non-negative constraint, basic solution, feasible solution, basic feasible solution, degenerate basic solution, and so on. After that we highlighted on mathematical formulation and what are the basic steps of the mathematical formulation of linear programming problem. After the procedure, basic example on the mathematical formulation of LPP, how to write objective function, how to write constraints, and how to write the non-negative constraint as per the mathematical formulation. Now today we are going to discuss numerical example based on mathematical formulation of LPP as per the steps. So in this example, a firm manufactures two products, that is A and B. A and B are two products and sell them at a profit rupees 2 on type A, product A, profit 2 rupees. Similarly for the product B, profit rupees 3. First profit for A product 2 rupees and second product, that is B product, profit rupees 3. Each product is processed on two machines. Let's assume G and H. These two products are processed on two machines G and H. Type A required 1 minute of processing time on G machine and 2 minutes on H machine. Okay. The type B required on machine G and 1 minute on H. This is the processing time of machine G and H. The machine G is available for not more than 400 minutes. So this is very important. This is the restrictions of the problem. The machine G, there are two machines. The first machine G is available for not more than 400 minutes, and while machine H, this is the second machine, is available only 600 minutes. Machine 1 first 400 minutes and second machine 600 minutes. So this is the restriction of the problem. During 600 minutes during any working day. This is the statement of our problem, and we formulate the problem as LPP. Okay, this is the statement. After carefully understanding the problem, the given information is systematically arranged in the form of following table. This is easy for the our statement. There are two machines G and H. There are two products, type A and type B. These are the processing time of the machine, and this is the availability, that is the restriction of the machines G and H. G machine only for the 400 minutes and machine H working only again 600 minutes. As per this statement, the processing time rupees 1 type 1 and machine processing time 2 minutes. Again the type B, that is product B, processing of the time 2 and 1, and this is the restrictions of the available time of the 400 and 600. So this is the statement of our problem. This is written on this table. So after this first step of the mathematical formulation, there are three or four basic procedure or step. First, we identify the decision variable, write the objective function, formulate the constraint, and what are the non-negative constraints. Okay, so this is the variable here. Two products, that is there are two products x1 and x2 are the two decision variable. Then how to write the objective function? Our problem is maximize the here profit means the problem is our problem is maximize here profit 2 rupees and 3 rupees. Then our problem, you write objective function maximize z is equals to 2x1 plus 3x2. Then constraint, how to write the constraint? There are again two constraints. What are the constraints in the problem statement? There are two constraints. Machine G is not available more than 400 minutes. Therefore, x1 plus x2 is less than or equal to 400. This is the restriction first or constraint first. Okay. Then same also the machine second, that is H. H is available for 600 minutes or 600 minutes only. This is right. Okay, then 2x1 plus x2 is less than or equal to 600. So how to write 2x1 plus x2? As per the table, 2x1 x2 means there is here only one value is 1 minute is there. That's why rupees 1 here. That's why I have taken only x2. This is x2. Again, this restriction x less than or equal to 600 is the second constraint. And in non-negative constraint, since it is not possible to produce the negative quantities, therefore x1 is greater than or equal to 0. Again, x2 is greater than or equal to 0. This is the non-negative constraint. Hence, we formulate the problem on LPP can be written as this all are the, this is not necessary for you can write as it is. You can write for this procedure. This for only for the your understanding. So formulation of LPP is given as or written as maximize z is equals to first one, that is z maximize z 2x1 plus 3x2. Then subject to constraint, that is the subject to constraint x1 plus x2 is 400. This is the inequalities. This is the inequalities, that is less than or equal to 400. Again second, that is the second constraint 2x1 plus x2 less than 600. This is the non-negative constraint. This is the simple example of the our LPP. Okay, similarly for the second problem, the statement a company produces, same for the as per first one, a company produce 3 products A, B, C for manufacturing 3 raw material, that is PQR. 3 produces, company product 3 products, that is A, B, C, and manufacturing raw material PQR used, and the profit unit for A product rupees 5, B product 3 rupees, and similarly for the C product the 4 rupees. And these are the resources requirement per unit. This is the raw material PQR and A, B, C are the products. Here product A, for raw material there is no raw material, Q is a 20 units and R is again 50 units. B is 20 unit, again Q 30, and there is no raw material for the B. Same this C 30, 20 and 40 requirements, resource requirement per unit. So maximize raw material availability. The maximize raw material availability means this is again non-negative constraint. This P availability raw material is 80 units, and Q for the 100 units, and last R the R that is 150 units. So this is the statement of second problem, and we formulate the given LPP. Okay, so let's there are P, Q, R. There are three decision variables. That is x1 is a unit A, unit B, unit C. These A, x1, x2, x3 as the decision variable. We first identify the decision variable, then write the objective function as per our objective. As per our statement, the objective function, since profit per unit is given, the objective function is maximized. Z is equals to 5x1 plus 3x2 4x3. How to write this objective function? So this is the here profit. A is a 5x1, 5x1, 3x2 and 4x2. This is the objective function. Okay, then constraint, this is 20x2, 30x3. 30x3 how to write? Because 30x3, 20x2, 30x3. Here A for the material now there is no necessary, then we can write 20x2, 30x3. Similarly, we can write this like third constraint, 50x1, 40x3 is less than or equal to again 150. Similarly, in our problem, there is not given in a raw material resources requirement. That's why here not necessary. Then R 50x1, 40x3. 50x1 there is no raw material, then x3 40x3 is less than 150. So for B product, R is not required. Okay, x1 x2 is always greater than 0 means this is the non-negative constraint. Hence we can write the given LPP maximize Z is equals to 5x1 plus 3x2 plus 4x3 subject to constraint 20x2 plus 30x3 again less than or equal to 80. This is the first constraint. Same second constraint, again 20x1 plus 30x2 plus 20x3. This is the second constraint, because here all values are given, the 20, 30 and 20. R in second B there is not given the raw materials. Okay, that's why here 50x1 plus 40x3 again in less than or equal to 150. These are the non-negative constraint. These are the constraint or restrictions. Here x1, x2 and x3 is always 0 as per the step 4. This is the this is the non-negative constraint. Okay, so after if you clear-cut idea about the problem, if you any question you ask, free to ask for us. So you can solve this example third, solve yourself. This is the homework, solve yourself. If you any difficulties, you ask Question